we're quite excited to host. One of the things is I believe we haven't had a U.S. delegation in a very long time in Tanzania. So this is quite exciting, and we look forward to seeing her in Tanzania.
Throughout her whole time, she's preached youth, 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 youth.
Yes.
What is the reaction to that? How do you feel about that as a young African?
I would say it's nice. It's refreshing to hear. One of the key things that we try to advocate for is that when Africa is such a young nation, and where the majority is the youth, and if we don't tap into that and upskill them or empower them to take off on their own, it'll be very difficult for us to prosper as a continent.
What do you guys have in store for the Vice President?
Yeah, it will be an exciting day. The Vice President will be visiting a few entrepreneurs at SNDBX Space, and we will be hosting her. And one of our members, the Tanzania Startup Association, will also be hosting as well. We have a few startups, one of them being part of the SNDBX community, one of them being part of a program that we run, which is Forward Accelerator. And they will be showcasing their products to the Vice President, but we also have a group of other startups that will be sharing their stories with the Vice President.
Once again, to go back to the fact that Vice President has been preaching about youth, she's also talked about how she's really excited to see the innovation that's on the continent. Could you tell us a little more about that? You sound like you're talking a lot about entrepreneurship and tech. What do you think she should be watching out for in Africa?
One thing that she should look forward to is the solutions or the products and services that are being innovated by the youth or the entrepreneurs that she'll be meeting. One key one is on climate change, where we have a young innovator that recycles laptop batteries to produce lithium-ion batteries that can be used whether to power up lights or small shops and in rural areas. And he's at a stage where he's now deploying his first set of batteries, and that's exciting. It'll be a good story, and I hope she's looking forward to that. But on the other side as well, we have the Adiri platform, which is an online skill-based and recruitment platform, but it is also focused on tapping into the youth, the 800,000 plus young Tanzanians that graduate every year, and how to upskill them and prepare them for the workplace. So that's exciting. The third entrepreneur that will be showcasing their product is Ramani, and Ramani, I think, as of recently, was on the news where he raised about $32 million in funding. And he is more on the supply chain and digitizing supply chain. So that's exciting as well. Other set of entrepreneurs are more focused on health tech, ed tech, but also financial technology and how those products and services can propagate financial inclusion in Tanzania, but in the region as a whole as well.
Now, what are you hoping will come out of the meeting?
I think it's a step in the right direction in terms of engagement and also elevating that voice of how do we empower youth. And I think I personally, I'm looking forward to that. And I think it's high time that we value what the youth bring to the table and how they can advance the digital economy, but just the economy in general as well.
Year in, year out, we see a lot of leaders signing deals, talking policies, but the implementation is left out. What do you think should be done to hold leaders accountable to make sure that whatever Vice President Kamala Harris says tomorrow is put into place?
So I always say this in every platform I get a chance to, right? The means for dialogues are many. It comes down to implementation and how we do it. And it's not about what leaders can do for us, but it's also about what we can do for our people and our communities and our societies. It's grassroots work and how we can all use that opportunity to also do work on our own to propagate whatever it is that the goals and the objectives that we want to achieve.